guess this just in case, but I never thought it would actually happen. Kira, it seems you can kill people without having to be there in person. I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't just witnessed it.
He got you there.
I'll tell you something that I think you'll find interesting. Although this was announced as a worldwide broadcast, the truth is, we are only broadcasting in the Kanto region of Japan. I had planned to broadcast this message around the world until we found you, but it looks like that won't be necessary. I now know where you are.
This L guy is pretty good.
The police treated your...
Oh my god.
I used that information to deduce this much.
You are in Japan, and your first victim was little more than an experiment, which means that you haven't been killing for very long.
Each of them has to hunt down the other without knowing the other's name or face. And the first one whose identity is revealed will die.
L. Kira. I will hunt you down wherever you're hiding, and I will eliminate you. I am justice.
All right, let's start with the tip line reports.
Yes, sir. Up to this point, we've received 3,029 responses about the murders via telephone and email. There are 14 people who claim to either know Kira or who have seen him. However, nobody could provide any information that wasn't already publicly available. And lastly, this week there were an additional 21 people who called in claiming to be Kira.
I've never understood that part. What is the point of calling in and admitting that you're the killer? I guess some people that's the glory they want, huh? Ridiculous.
All right, on to the victim reports.
Yes, sir. Concerning L's request that we investigate the time of death for each victim, we found that all of them occurred between the hours of 4 p.m. and 2 a.m. on weekdays, local time, with 68% of them occurring between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. Weekends and holidays appear to be the exception to this rule, as the times of death vary much more widely.
I knew it. I knew it!
That information is extremely relevant for us. It suggests that given the times of death, our suspect could very well be a student.
I knew. There's no way that Elle is not going to figure out that he's in high school. Light admits, I can only do this during these hours. Everyone knows a school schedule. Like, it is very much like you have the time from when they get in to when they leave. If they do after school activities, the fact that they are completely free on the weekends, easy to spot that he would be a student. He's really narrowing it down fast. He said, catch me if you can. Boop. And Elle said, game on. I got you. You in Japan. It's like the... Elle might have to go in my harem.
Based on the fact that Kira's only killing criminals, I think it's safe to assume that he's driven by a very idealistic notion of justice. It's highly possible he may even aspire to be some sort of godlike figure.
Yep.
We're dealing with an individual who has a very childish concept of right and wrong. We must consider every possibility.
I feel personally attacked. And it looks like Elle is like, you have to consider it might be a kid. I know that's crazy. But based off of this, it's giving immature. They're all shocked too. They're like...
Does anyone else have something they'd like to add? What is it, Matsuda?
Well, I'm not saying this to support Kira or to condone the murders, but we've observed a dramatic decrease in the number of violent crimes committed.
We've suspected something like that would happen. Anything else?
No.
And I thought this was a hot detective, and now I'm going back on what I said. I don't think he's hot.
Before I go, I'm afraid I have one additional request to make. To go back and take a closer look at the exact way in which the victims' identities were made public.
In particular, I want to know if photos of the victims were made available to the public in Japan.
I'll leave it to you.
Well, now I'm starting to suspect that Elle has maybe dealt with some death notes before, because he is on it. Because he said, I need to know if there were any photos with the announcements. Like, tell me what's up. We get it. We get why you're number one detective. Never fail.
Chief. About what I said earlier at our meeting. I wanted to apologize.
What on earth are you talking about? Nobody said it would be easy to speak the truth, but it has to be done. Having said that, if you'd gone on to say that we should commend Kira for doing such a great job of reducing violent crime, then yes, I might have had a little problem with that.
Oh no, that would never happen.
I'm just kidding.
You know, as long as you didn't say you admire what he's doing or that you think what he's doing is okay, there's no problem speaking the truth. Like, crime is down because of what's happening. You didn't glorify that what he was doing was okay.
I knew I could count on you, Light.
So, do you think you're ready to try a few on your own now?
Huh? Sounds like Dad's home. He's home really early today.
Hey, try the last problem by yourself.
I will, maybe after dinner.
Yeah, right.
He said, oh, I've been doing your homework.
You sure are relaxed. If the police try to come after me, I'm pretty confident I've got something that'll give me the advantage. Hey, glad you could join us for dinner. You hungry, Dad?
Yeah, it's been
Shut
a
the
long day.
up.
So, Light, tell me, how are your studies going?
You... What is happening? What am I watching?
He's at the top of his class. My big brother's a genius. That's my son. We're all...
Is everything okay, Dad? You look tired.
I'm not able to say too much about it, but this case I'm working on now is really tough.
What the...
Well, Daddy's a policeman. And that must be the reason why you're so confident.
That's right. It's easy for me to hack into Dad's computer, so I can copy the files I need without leaving a trace. This way I can keep track of their investigation.
A lot of files.
Looks like the police are already beginning to suspect a student.
I guess that means you're in trouble.
After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
So what's your point?
In other words, if I write heart attack as the cause of death, then I should be able to write down all the details, including time of death afterwards, shouldn't I? Looks like I'll be able to provide you with more entertainment now.
Okay. This is kind of wild. So his dad's a police officer. He was just talking to his partner about how you didn't say you admire what he's doing. And then we come to find out that his son is the one that is doing all of this and this sense of justice. I was like, I guess we now know where it comes from. His fucking dad's a cop. And you know what's gonna happen? He's not gonna wanna investigate his son. He's gonna try and keep that from happening. Watch out, Light is on the move. The world is quaking. So it's literally, so like his plan is basically to now use it to time out a specified time 2 heart attacks so that it looks like he is doing it during those times. Now, do I think Elle's gonna fall for it? No, I believe in him. It's just gonna make Elle wonder how he's getting this information. Obviously, now he knows that they think he's a student. Now the killings are all over the place during the day. But I don't think the cops are going to want... They're like, well, you said he was a student and now look what's happening. Like, should we really trust you? Like, I think... I'm waiting for them to start doubting Elle. Otherwise, Light wins, man. Light'll take these bitches out. Lights out. That's funny. He's playing soccer and these are just dropping like flies. Ah! Crazy!
What? Another 23 victims yesterday? Are these confirmed?
Yes.
He's killing one off every hour on the hour.
Considering that this new pattern has been going on for 2 weekdays,
It does punch some holes in the theory that our suspect is a student.
You're missing the point. It does appear less likely now, but that's not the message he's sending by doing this. Ask yourselves, why every hour? All these victims in prisons where they're sure to be discovered immediately. Kira is telling us that not only can he kill from a distance, but he can also determine the time of death.
God.
As soon as we began to suspect that Kira might be a student, the pacing of the killings changed, as if to contradict that theory. Coincidence?
Coincidence?
No, too convenient. This can only mean that Kira has access to police information.
Oh my god, Elle, we were like made for each other. 2 brilliant detectives. I mean, it's the next logical step in like how he's going to discover him. So, if anything, I think I've watched too much Criminal Minds.
This is a direct challenge to me.
If L's as good as they say, by now he should be starting to suspect someone with connections to the police.
But what does he get out of all this? What is he hoping to achieve in the end?
Showing them you have connections to the police makes it easier for them to find you.
Well, my real agenda is to get close to L so I can eliminate him.
He's like, he's gonna figure it out. I want him to figure it out because there's no hiding now. This guy is clearly smart, so I'm gonna show him I'm just as smart, if not smarter.
You still don't understand human beings. In this world, there are very few people who actually trust each other. What's especially important is that L and the investigators don't trust each other at all. Could you trust someone whose name and face you don't even know? He'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find the source of the leak.
I mean, man.
On the surface, it will appear that L and the investigation team are working together to try to catch me. But in reality, L will investigate the police, and they will be investigating L. I'm not the one who's going to find L. I can let the police do that for me.
Cops don't like when you come to their precinct and you say, I'm in charge, and it's like, well, we've been in charge all the time. Where have you been? You should trust what we're saying. It's exactly like that. L's like, I'm doing my job, which means his dad's probably gonna start a file. Like, he's gonna have access to all this stuff, and I'm like, but how would he... I need to stop thinking. Okay.
What's this about?
Letter of resignation?
With all due respect, Chief, we demand that you assign us to a different case. Otherwise, you can have our badges right here and now.
Why?
You can't blame him.
It's because we value our lives, sir.
You really can't blame him. Like, you're asking a lot.
We all sat here and watched when L decided to pull that media stunt and challenge Kira to kill him. And again, L never had to show his face or reveal his name.
Chance they could die has gone up exponentially. It's just them searching for him.
He asked that we take a closer look at how these victims' identities were made public. Well, it turns out he was right. Every single one of those victims' names and photos were broadcast to the Japanese public, and then they died. We're out there investigating this case wearing police IDs with our names and photos on them. We don't hide our faces, we're out in the open. For these reasons, we refuse to continue working this case. Excuse us, Chief.
Hey, stop! All of you!
Honestly, don't blame him for quitting. I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm out. We are dealing with somebody who is only looking at our police department. Like, there is no guarantee we will be okay. I would literally be like, also take it off the website as soon as possible. I don't want it on the website. Transfer me, put my somewhere else, but you better update that website. Any photo of me better not be anywhere near your team. Nope.
In order to solve this problem, we must
I love that Ryuk just gets to like wander around the classroom. Like,
there are 141 people in the police force who have access to classified information regarding the investigation.
L, get a chair, man.
I am sure that somewhere in this list of police officers and the people closest to them,
get a desk.
we will find our suspect.
Or at least get a table.
You got a second?
I already told you, Ryuk. You can't talk to me in public.
In that case, I'll talk, you just listen. If you don't want to hear me, you can plug your ears or something. First of all, I don't have anything against...
Bad angle for his eyeballs. They look like olives.
I'm here because I have to stick around till the death note is finished, or I see you die, whichever comes first. I'm not here to support you or give you my opinion, I'm just a spectator.
He said, I honestly don't give a f.
The only reason I'm gonna tell you this is because personally it's starting to creep me out.
Get to the point already.
Starting to creep me out, bro.
You're being followed by another human. He's watching you right now.
Oh.
I realize there's no way he can see me, but because I'm always following behind you wherever you go, I feel like I'm constantly being watched.
I'm Ryuk's biggest fan.
I'll have to get rid of him as soon as possible.
I do love that Ryuk is basically like, yo, I'm literally just here to watch. Like, this is reality TV for him. It's kind of amazing because he's like, no, I literally could not give a fuck about either of you, really. Does not care. It's funny that he's like, but every now and again, you know, if something's bothering me, I will bring it up and I'll just put it out there because this man's following you and it's creeping me out because I follow you. So it feels like he's following me.
Who would be following me? Does this mean Elle is already starting to suspect the police? I need my stalker's name. Once I figure that out, I can get rid of him for good.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Let's say you have a human who is due to live until the age of 60, and a god of death wrote that this person would die at 40. 60 minus 40 equals 20. Now those 20 years taken from someone in the human world are added to that god of death's life. The second difference between us will probably be of even greater interest to you. Shinigami can tell what a person's name is by just looking at their face. We know instantly, because through a Shinigami's eyes, a human's name can be seen above their head. That's right. I'm able to see your name and lifespan right now.
Okay, that was just a brag on Ryuk's part. That was a lore drop.
Our eyes just aren't the same. However, if a Shinigami drops his death note and a human picks it up, can grant that human the eyes of a Shinigami, but only if a deal is made.
What's the deal, bitch? Tell me the deal.
And what's the deal?
It's half of that person's remaining lifespan. That's all it is.
Holy shit. By stealing these humans' lifespans by giving them abilities to help entertain us. If I was a god of death, I'd be hanging with Ryuk, eating apples side by side.
You're saying that I can't simply borrow your powers. I'd have to pay for them.
That's right.
If I had that power, the Death Note would only be easier to use.
Is it a deal?
The one time's not wearing a mask. Now that we know this, poor guy, you're dying, sir. You're dead. He's about to use his new abilities on your ass, and then L's going to have to come to Japan, although he's probably already within the area. I don't know. You know what? That was great. So we've watched 1, 2, and 3 now. I can't wait to see where this continues to go because I just want to see more of L, really. I love that Ryuk just keeps dropping like little lore bits here and there. He's like, oh, by the way, here you go. I basically love everybody but Light. I'm trying to keep neutral about him because he's a little crazy. What do you expect from somebody who's given a death note? And he had to pick it up, okay? He had to. Video over. We'll watch more later. Bye!